All right, peace, y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Me, jam-packed day. Jam-packed day. Been a jam-packed week, but it is all good. This is what we do. This is the only way I know to move the needle. This is the only way I know to be successful. We have to hyper focus on things that matter, right? And we have to do what we say we are or were going to do. And that is what we are in the middle of doing. We're in the middle on the last day of our 3-day land flipping challenge. If you missed the land flipping challenge, then you missed a treat. I'll give you a recap. Clearly, we show up to these events to inspire. We show up to these events to motivate. We show up to these events to inform. We did all three. The message was parlay. Tonight is our final night, right? And tonight we're going to open up the doors for people to become team members with the Acre Boys. So if you missed it, you missed a treat. Last night, another exceptional night. I can promise you, people, regardless of what you do, regardless of how much money you have, regardless if you cheat, regardless if you don't spend any money, regardless if you think everybody trying to sell you something, regardless if you think it's all about money, whatever your thoughts is, you are doing yourself a disservice by not showing up to events where people have knowledge that you may not have. Trust me, because what happened last night, we had a funder come on our call, and he showed people on the spot where they can go and get pre-approved for money. And we did that all in less than an hour, and we came up with pre-approvals close to $1 million for people in that room. So I always say, if you could afford to miss out on these opportunities, if you could afford to miss out on, these places to go, and he's not just giving you these places, he was walking my audience through what to put in, what to input in. And if you knew how to do it, I'm assuming it would be done on your end already. So if you don't know how to do it, you should show up. That's all I'm saying. You should do all you can. See, we don't move with a sense of urgency, but we'll scroll all day. We'll scroll on social media all day. Check how much time you spend on these platforms, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever platform that you play on. Pull the log of how much time you spend on there. You may need to shift some of that time and energy and focus that more on some other things that's really going to help you, whatever that may be, that moves the needle for you. Whether that's land investing, whether you own a hair salon, whatever your thoughts, dreams, and aspirations are, maybe you need to shift and start to hyper focus on those things. Because like right now, I've been behind this desk for the past 4 hours. I would love to get up. I would love to have time to scroll. And I'm not going to act like I'm high and mighty, because I'm not. I do find myself shifting off and drifting. But we have to be conscious enough, and we have to be educated enough to say, come back. That ain't serving us. It's not serving me. And I'm well aware of the audience that I'm speaking to. We all are in the same boat. My data states that the audience that we cater to is from the ages 35 through ages 70. You are a grown-ass adult. If you're not hitting your numbers, that's your fault. That is your fault. If your circumstances ain't what you want them to be, that is your fault. So I say all of that to say, maybe you need to put certain things down. Maybe you need to move with a certain sense of urgency. Maybe you need to do all that you have to do or could do. So when we come on these platforms, I don't know what other people do. I truly don't. I don't know what they speak about. I don't know what they teach. I don't even know what's really going on in the world, because I made a decision that I'm a hyper focus on what just matters to me and how I move the needle for my family. That's what I made the decision to do. So as I stated, I've been behind this desk for the past 4 hours. I've been behind this desk for the past 4 weeks. I've been behind this desk for the past 4 months. Working. I don't know who's in first place in the basketball game. I don't know who just dropped the latest rap record. Clearly, I got ears and I have eyes, so I see things, so I can see when it's the latest drama that's on social media, but I'm not indulging in it as much as other people spend time to indulge in it. I don't know what the response was from 50 to T.I., but somebody on this call do. Know it like it's your business. Stop playing with ourselves is all I'm saying. If you missed that call, I'm telling you, you missed a treat. The brother was on there last night getting people funded in 1 hour, holding their hand, telling them what the banks down to a T want to see on the application to ensure that you get funded. So we've had applicants last night go in and they came back within an hour. I got approved for $50,000. Within an hour, I got approved for $20,000. Within an hour, I got approved for $25,000. Or maybe money don't mean that much to you. And I'm not saying that this is for everybody, because money is detrimental to certain people. What certain people am I speaking to? People that lack discipline. You don't need money if you lack discipline. Because if you lack discipline, that money will have a plan for you and it will dissipate and it will go towards your uncontrolled desires. It will be spent in layman's terms. So I don't recommend people that lack discipline. See, waters run really deep. We all want money, but we all can't handle money. Money will turn some of our worlds upside down. But those that are disciplined, what's the indication that you may be a disciplined person? Your credit score. That's an indication that you may have some discipline, because they won't lend it if your report doesn't show or dictate that you have been disciplined. Stop me when I'm lying. And I say that because it takes the same thing. Business is all the same. The principles are all the same. Buy low, sell high. You have to be disciplined. You have to be consistent. You have to show up every day. So whether we're talking about land, whether we're talking about the stock market, business is all the same. It's not about the business. It's about who you have to become to do the business. So tap into an avenue that works, or tap into a business that works, then work on you. Then become the person that you need to become to be successful in that environment. Let's simplify this stuff. And you looking at a brother, I don't have any college education behind me. No degrees are behind me. This is all trial and error. So I speak with a lot of passion because now I've seen some things that most probably have not seen. I'm rubbing shoulders with people that sit on $20 million, $50 million. They move different. They think different. They do different things. Just facts. Just facts. And they have some of the same habits, but those habits are not at the front of the list, like some of the habits that people have that don't have the money. Your habits are at the front of the list. You have to have your habits. So you indulge in them. And it takes away from you moving forward is all I'm saying. In order for me to sit where I'm sitting at now, I had to put some things down. Pretty much everything down. I'm not the same person that I was 5 years ago. In fact, I'm not the same person that I was a year ago. So it has nothing to do with land investing. Anybody can invest in land. You just won't take the time to do it. This, in a nutshell, if you want more, you have to become more. And I didn't come on here to speak with all this fire and all this excitement. I don't even know what just kicked in, because to be honest, I'm a little tired and I want to conserve my energy because I got a big call tonight. Got a big call that starts at 6:30. So I want to conserve my energy, but something came over me to speak to somebody. This resonated with somebody. And I tell you, when we're in rooms, right, especially on social, this went over their head. Somebody said, man, fuck is he talking about? Yeah, I can talk that talk too, because that's where I come from. Don't make me go back there, is what be in the back of my head. So I don't be around certain people, so I don't have to go back there. So somebody said he don't know what he talking about, and it's somebody it hit home with. I'm only looking to extract the people that it hit home with. I want to flock with the people that on the same frequency as me. That's it. So if the message was too harsh for you, too brazen for you, too aggressive for you, then I may not be for you, and I'm fine with that. Now let me tone it down a little bit. How are y'all doing? All right, family compound. Family compound. Family compound blueprint mini course. Family compound blueprint mini course. We came up with this family compound blueprint mini course. Maybe now it's been out close to a month. It's doing extremely well. Really, really well. A lot of information in there. A lot of people have went and got the course. I couldn't be more. Why am I happy about that? Because I want us to win. I want us to have what we desire to have. So we took a good look at what the market was missing and asking for, and we came up with this course. We put a lot of time in it, a lot of information in it. It's a really good course. It's only $47. Go out and get it. I promise you, you'll be inspired. You'll learn something. You'll learn something about the land space. You'll learn something about all that goes into completing a compound. And I want you to have it and tell somebody else to have it, because I think it's an excellent idea that we get back to doing funding money and pooling our money together. I mean, let's just be real. It's hard, it's a little hard for regular people that don't make, not regular people money. It's tough out there. So living together or living in the same area. See, the thing about the compound is you can have one plot of land. You don't necessarily have to live together, because we can't do anything together. We can't live together. We can't invest together. So my question is to those that think like that, then what can we do together besides beef with each other? What can we do together? Right? So family compounds is an excellent idea. Excellent, excellent, excellent idea. If you don't want to be on top of each other, just situate your land. Have one, maybe if you have 2 acres, have one that sit on one end of the 1 acre. Have another house that sits on another end of the property. An acre is the size of a football field. You don't have to be on each other. But I recommend that you take this $47 course, because you'll learn certain things. Because when I say things like you don't have to be on each other, that means that you have to situate that plot and worry about utilities. Because if you do have a property on one side of the land, then way on the other side of the land, it's more conducive to have these properties closer together when it comes to utilities. You have to see, a lot of people don't think about these things. We have to be concerned with utilities, unless you're living off grid. And I don't think we're ready. Most people are not ready to really for the off grid life, right? So most people, we want to keep it close to what we're used to. You need lights. You need water. You need sewage and all of those things. So this is why I recommend that you be close enough that the utilities can service multiple properties, because once you start spreading properties out or structures out, now you have to worry about, how do I run electricity to that one at the same time as running electricity to that one? When it comes to sewage, family compounds work best when we're on the outskirts or outside of the city limits. You have to situate it to where you may be able to tap into the county utilities or the city utilities if you're close enough. If you can't, then we have to think about things like septic. We need septic to get rid of the sewage, right? Septic systems, depending on the size, and depending on the size of the structure, can cater to multiple structures. All of that information is inside this $47 course. We strategically made it $47. That means that it's affordable, right? Very affordable, and is jam-packed with information. Comment the word compound to get that Family Compound Blueprint course. And we have a chat room once you become a member of our compound community. We have a chat room. Acre Boys is inside of that chat room so we can have discussions about what you're doing with your compound. Everything has been strategically put together so we can stay together. I want to check up and see the progress, that if you made any progress, let's talk about it. As you're building your compound, I want you to drop pictures and images in the chat room so we can post those and we can brag about it. I want other people to be inspired. This is why we take other people's stories so other people can see that this is the real thing. We have a show called Acres and Move Makers. And what Acres and Move Makers is, where we highlight minority owners that own 40 acres or more of special use properties. And we've done some really good properties. The show is still a work in progress, but we've covered some really good properties thus far. We covered 260 acres. We covered a 22-acre property. We covered 150-acre property. These are like mini compounds. Well, the 260 acres was a large compound. So I don't expect people to go out and be able to handle that one. But a 5-acre, a 10-acre, this is doable, for regular people. These people these 260-acre compounds and 150, those start running heavy into the numbers. Just being transparent to you. Those start running into the millions to pull those off. But you don't have to have $1 million compounds. You don't have to have lavish structures on your compound. You can put cabins on your compound. You can put tiny homes on your compound. You could put mobile homes on your compound. And let's stop frowning on the word mobile home. They have really nice mobile homes these days. So you have options. We cover all of those options inside of the course as well. So comment the word compound to get it. It's only $47 and become a part of our compound community. Once you are in there, if you're opting into it for the $47, drop a message in there. Say, hey, Ray, I was on the live. I'm in. I like an action taker. That's why I said that. I like people that take action. A lot of times we spectating. And I understand it. You may be at work. You may can't check out now. Grab the link when you get a chance, or you get off work, get yourself checked out and become a part of the family. Because my overall mission and overall goal is we want to have the largest land community. When the word land comes up, we want you to think of us, and I want you to be a part of this. We have grown tremendously over the last year, organically, tremendously over the last year. So I do say it's appreciated for all those that may have shared a video, left a comment, poured into us, because we can't do this alone. So it's not unseen, and it's not felt for that matter. Organically over the last year, we've, I think, increased by 400,000 new organic followers. So the message that says to us that is resonating with people. And that's important to us because ultimately, I just want us to have options. I didn't have options. Or if I did growing up, I didn't know where to look. It wasn't a Ray that was on here speaking every day that's saying, hey, here's an avenue that you could potentially explore that works. Because maybe if I saw somebody that looked like me, that knew what they was talking about, maybe I would say, hey, let me put in a phone call. Let me send an email. Let me come to a live. Let me do something to see if this brother is the truth or not. Let me spend $47 with him to test him out that way. Do something is all that I'm saying, because I want us to win. And this business gives us options. I wasn't going to share this with you. Let me tell you what kind of options they give you. And I'll explain when I get it up. When I get it up on the screen, I explain to you, and this has nothing to do with the compound, right? These are the kind of options that you have at your disposal. These are checks that we have made down through the years. I don't say this to brag. I don't even show money. I don't even really talk about money like that, because there's levels to money. To some, this may be a lot. To some, this may be a little. I'm just saying that I know for regular people, these are options. These are things that we can tap into. And I know for regular people, we could use any of these checks at any given time, because I know times is rough. I know times is hard. So at any given time, this business, it gives us options. It gives us the opportunity to go and repeat this process and get more of these checks. So that's why we're on here every day, because I want us to have options to be able to do things. So you have to get on the inside to get the game. Be serious for once. Tap in. I can't make people though. I just come on every day. I come on every day with a good message. Hope it resonates with somebody. And we're here all year long. For the past 3 years, we've been here running a course, running a program, teaching people how to position themselves to do the same exact things. Then I want to show you, let me show you something else. Some people that see it, some people see it. Some people may not see it. So let me show you something else. Because these people are you. These are regular people. These are regular people. So let me show you something else so you don't think, when we're dealing with social, they're from the Missouri state. They want to see everything. It has to be real. And I get it. So let's just show it. These are real situations. This is yesterday, as it states. Let me remove this comment. Let me just remove something. All right, as of yesterday, this is one of my investors, and I'm proud of her. Truly, I'm proud of her because she came in, she's new, right? And she's learning, but as she's learning, she's finding situations, and I'm coaching her through the situation. She says, I talked with the 2 realtors, as I advised her to do. Both say the property will sell for anywhere between 15 to 20,000 acres. She has a 2-acre property that someone wants to sell for her. She has settled on selling for $7,000. So the owner of the 2-acre is willing to sell for $17,000. As per a realtor's evaluation, the realtor said we can sell for $15 an acre to $20,000 an acre. That says to us, that's an excellent deal. That's more than a flip, right? So I'm telling her to move forward. Then she says, what should I do next? What are my immediate next steps right now? I said, get signed purchase agreement and call me ASAP. So you're not doing this alone. This is the importance of mentorship, because when you're doing something for the first time, you may get cold feet at times. You may doubt yourself. So we say, get someone that probably have better eyes than you when it comes to these situations. Not that I'm better than you. It's just that I have more time on the clock than you. So I've seen some things that you probably may have not seen. So I can speak to it with more of an experience lens than you can at this point. So the goal for her is to get her to where she can identify the same things that we identify. So when these things come in, this is the thing that get me excited. I love to see them win. As you can see, I've done the business for a long time. Do I get excited about certain things still? I do, but it's just business. But more importantly, I get more excited when someone that we taught how to do this and watching them come from ground up and win, that excites me more. All right, back to the compound though, because that's what I came here. You need land to get a family compound. You need land. It starts with the land. It's a great idea. It's a great thought, but it's going to start with getting a piece of land first. Inside of that course, we show you, we specialize at finding land for discounted prices, and they're off-market deals. Off-market deals is the best way to go to get discounted prices and to flip land. When you're working on your compound course, I'm not telling you that you have to do what we do to get it at discounted prices. You may just want to see or see something that's on the market. because most people that's looking or have the budget to pull off a compound, they go and search for the nicest thing that they can, as they should, because this is going to be personal. This will be a personal property, right? So they go on market. We talk about places to look for on market deals inside of the course too. So it's a really, really good course. It's only $47. Support what we're doing and support yourself by going and get it. Comment the word compound and join the family. And as I stated, once you get in there, drop a message and say, hey, Ray, I was on that live. I'm in. All right. I do think that I'm going to cut. Oh, I've been on here 25 minutes. You see how time flies? I've been on here 25 minutes. I'm going to cut it short. I do have to start to prepare myself for tonight. I have a big call tonight at 6:30 p.m. So I'm going to go take a shower, relax for a little bit. I can't go all day at top speed. I mean, eventually you burn out, right? So y'all been a pleasure on this one. Comment the word compound, support the family compound course. Please support it if this message or the idea of having a compound resonates with you. As I stated, it's only $47, and we'll see you on the inside of that as well once you become a member of that program. Peace, y'all. Love.